What up? This is Ras
and Kathy
on day 5 of our up north loop, and we hit a snag yesterday on day 4, just 5 or 6 miles into what we were hoping would be a 18 or 20 mile day. And our next water source was Big Jack's Creek, and we were looking forward to hitting that, and could see that it was a canyon, but hadn't done enough research clearly, and got to it and found out it was just absolutely beautiful, like the 700-foot deep canyon with some big sheer cliff faces and big ramparts, big head walls up at the top. And we were following our route track and got to the place where it took us and really didn't find a way down. We started down and we started working our way along, and it was just getting steeper, and the rock was turning crappier, and just getting sketchy, and there were big runouts and turning into some high-risk stuff. And so we stopped and came back, and Kathy hung out while I started trying to scout a way down. Didn't find a lot, found some possibilities, and right in a kind of major little step on one of them, a rattlesnake warned me that he was there. And he was in this little declivity. Didn't come out. I just saw a couple fat coils of his body. But he let me know that he was there and didn't really want us taking that route. And I didn't feel like it was prudent to try to flush him out of his den for us to do it. And then weather started coming in, and we were partway down on all this rock and loose stuff, and we were either going to have to go down or go up. We couldn't just sit there and wait out this thunder and lightning storm, and going down really wasn't going, so we went back up, set up the tent real quick, got all our gear in it, and while Kathy was doing that, I went off to reconnoiter the rim and some possible ways in, and I ended up finding this ramp toward the end of the night, got back to the tent just as big hailstones were starting to fall, and so we just holed up and waited out the storm. It rained off and on throughout the night, some big, pretty crazy storms, but I did find this ramp right here, and I actually took it almost all the way down to the creek. I only stopped about 100 feet shy because I didn't have a headlamp with me, and it was getting dark, and it just was kind of unnecessary. But this is our route in. It goes the whole way, and we had some more rain this morning, so things are a little bit slick on the rock, which is not ideal, but you can see this isn't that bad. It's a little gnarly, a little sketchy, but not bad. Very doable, just scrambly stuff. Lots of sage, and mostly sage, and then some big grass, bunch grass and stuff, so things that make for vegetation belays when necessary. So this is our route in, and then we got to figure out a crossing on the creek, and we got to figure out how to, I don't know if you can see in far distance dead ahead, there's a valley that climbs out. And I scouted it from the rim and looked it on the topo, and it goes, and it's more reasonable than this, so we just got to connect along the floor of the canyon to that. So that is today's big crux, getting through here. It's really only a couple of miles, and it's a lot of climbing and some slow, careful descending, so it might take us a couple or a few hours, and we got to water at the creek, but we've at least got some possibilities going, and we're trying to get this thing done. So this is today's crux. Hopefully we'll move past here, and we will then go on and bag a bunch of miles, but we'll see. The weather is not stable, so if more thunder and lightning comes in, we'll probably stay down in the canyon because it's a lot safer down there. But this is all part of the adventure, part of the fun of doing something that's never been done before, and this connector route between the ICT and the ODT has never been done. So we're the first ones, and we're pretty set on making it go.
This is beautiful in here. Wow. I saw a really old, pretty big bone, like maybe from a really large day.
This is dogwood, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, when you've got dogwood and willow. Whoa. Well, I went in on that one.
Whoops. Blessings, everyone. Thanks for joining us on our Up North Loop. Be sure and subscribe to the Trek YouTube channel and subscribe to the UltraPedestrian YouTube channel to make sure you don't miss out on any of our massive snafus or unintentional victories or any of the other things that happen along the way. Thanks for joining us.